What do we know and what don't we know? What percentage of knowledge do we have? On a scale of 100.
We have no idea how much we don't know in any real terms. However, if we look out in the universe and we look at all of the forces that are driving what's going on, we actually can quantify how much of that we know, and it's about 4%.
4%.
About 4%. So in other words, there's phenomenon going on in the universe that to this day stumps us. And you add up all the stumping phenomena in the cosmos, and this amounts to the dark matter. We don't know. 85% of all the gravity in the universe has a source about which we know nothing. We call it dark matter. With dark energy, the universe is accelerating in its expansion against the wishes of the collective gravity of all the galaxies. We don't know what's caused. We can measure it, but we don't know what's causing it. Added up, it's 96% of all there is. So we're really on the precipice, staring out into an abyss of ignorance.
Is there life elsewhere?
Well, if you look at the numbers, just first, the ingredients of life on Earth, they're not special. We're made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. These are the most common ingredients in the universe. So you can't appeal to our special chemistry because it's everywhere. Now, how many locations might you have life? If life existed on a planetary surface, how many planets are out there? Well, we've got an inventory in the making right now. The Kepler telescope, which recently had some mechanical failures, but not before it gave us a list of 1,000 planets out there orbiting stars that are nearby the sun. And that's just in our little pocket of the Milky Way galaxy.
So
you run the numbers and you realize it would be inexcusably egocentric to suggest that we were alone in the universe. And so anyone who's actually studied the problem would say, sure, the statistics strongly argue in favor of life. Now, whether it's intelligent life that we would call intelligent, here's you want to lose sleep? Maybe there's life that's so intelligent, it doesn't consider us to be intelligent. We came up with our own definitions of what intelligence is. Imagine they are so brilliant, they look at this as
Neanderthals.
They wouldn't even deign, they wouldn't even waste their time. Any more than you walk by a worm in the street that just crawled out gasping for air after a morning rain. Do you say, gee, I wonder what the worm is thinking? I wonder, no, you don't care. You step on the worm, right?
Wouldn't you want to go into space?
I would, but if you can send me someplace, I don't want to boldly go where hundreds have gone before, driving around the block, as what the space shuttle had done. It'd be fun to see Earth, but I'd rather wait until we can actually go somewhere. Take me to Mars, to an asteroid.
How far are we?
I want to ride a comet.
When will we be there?
And by the way, just to put this in context, if I take a schoolroom globe and ask you relative to that size, how high up is the space station, space shuttle? It's 3/8 of an inch above a schoolroom globe. And somehow we're all convinced that that's space. No, not to me, not to an astrophysicist. And how far away is the moon? 30 feet away, the full width of a room away. Mars, a mile away from a schoolroom globe.
What is the most astounding fact you can share with us about the universe?
The most astounding fact.
The most astounding fact.
Is the knowledge that the atoms that comprise life on Earth, the atoms that make up the human body, are traceable to the crucibles that cooked light elements into heavy elements in their core under extreme temperatures and pressures. These stars, the high mass ones among them, went unstable in their later years. They collapsed and then exploded, scattering their enriched guts across the galaxy. Guts made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and all the fundamental ingredients of life itself. These ingredients become part of gas clouds that condense, collapse, form the next generation of solar systems, stars with orbiting planets. And those planets now have the ingredients for life itself. So that when I look up at the night sky And I know that, yes, we are part of this universe. We are in this universe. But perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us. When I reflect on that fact, I look up. Many people feel small because they're small and the universe is big, but I feel big because my atoms came from those stars. There's a level of connectivity. That's really what you want in life. You want to feel connected. You want to feel relevant. You want to feel like you're a participant in the goings-on of activities and events around you. That's precisely what we are, just by being alive.
When the guys came around to blow